Yo, what is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is Ghost75 coming at you with another GTA 5 online video. And you see what this one is. We're going to be taking this tornado, and we're going to be putting it way up there on a three-wheel, alright? Now, a lot of you out there that do this, you're like, well, it's locked up all the way. Yeah. So pay attention to where my shoulders are at, my head, as far as, the position of the car. And I know I've been like kind of slacking on the lows and the lowrider, with the tuners update, coming in and everything. But a lot of people out there, like lows, lowriders, muscles, supers, motorcycles, scooters, whatever it may be. So and there's a lot of new players out there coming in, which is way too cool. So yeah, definitely if you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, comment, keep your post notifications on. Don't miss no endless content. All right. And definitely hit up the playlist because I already got Lowrider stuff, dopest tutorials. You guys know what it is. But anyway, yeah, definitely hit them up, show some love. Now, I'm going to bring this up right in the beginning too. I'm going to be using no analog stick. So I just pulled it out, all right? Now, if you're out there trying this and locking up the cars even this high, you're not going to be able to do it unless you mod your controller. So you could check that out on the playlist. Yeah, on how to mod. It's not hard to do. Shave the bottom cup down. Actually, this controller I'm on right now is brand new, 2 days old. I got it. It's the first thing I did to it. All my controllers are like that. Then I charged it and I play on. Slap the analog stick on. You just go play whatever. All right. So let me walk around the car, take a good look at the car. And not all cars do this. All right. So I know which ones that do it. You guys don't have to let me know because I'm going to maybe do each car. I don't know. You guys know what it is on the channel. Most of you and me with the lowriders, you guys know. So I'm going to do all the cars. I might also take this into Benny's and go through the upgrades really quick. I mean really quick for the new players and stuff because there are a lot of new players coming in. So yeah. So we are also not going to use a hand cam. So if you guys want to go look at a hand cam, then come back over and definitely check out my video, learn how to do it, or catch me in a stream or whichever, and I will teach you. Because a hand cam, no hate on nobody that does hand cams. I could do one, but it doesn't give you the timing on when to go from one position to another to start lifting the car. And there's some people out there that back me up, please. In the comments, you guys know what it is. Definitely hit it up in the comments. Be like, yeah. Alright, so we're going to get in the car. Now, like always, what the heck was that? Get in the car, fool. Like always, we're going to look at the car like a clock. Just like you're going to look at your analog stick like a clock you tell time with, alright? Now, another way to look at this, definitely shout out to bro, he knows who he is. Let me get a different view. Is we're going to use, on this one, a 7 o'clock to 1 o'clock, a 1 o'clock to 7. To do a three-wheel. You could also use for the passenger side a 5 to 11 and up to the front corner bumper, this back corner bumper, 5 to 11, 11 back to 5. But we're going to do this back corner 7 up to 1, the front bumper, corner bumper, all right? And I'll get out and show it too. And then we might do a 2 8. All right, I'll explain that. And then maybe a 10-4 for the tuck. Maybe some of you guys out there have seen the wheels tuck up. Yeah, maybe if we could fit that in the video, I'll do that. All right. But first, what we're gonna do, and it's pretty simple. Some people overlook it. Some people might not even know about it. Stay tuned. I got a lot more to come with the lowriders. There's a lot you could do with them. There's some spots on the map you can do fun stuff. Yeah, so stay tuned and definitely hit it up. Show some love on the channel. Support the channel if you're new. Now, what we're going to do, if you want to lift it on the driver's side, which that's what I want to do, all right? I'm going to pull out my sniper right here. And what we're going to do is just stance. What was that? We're just going to stance this back wheel. So make sure you don't have bulletproofs. And with this tuners update, well, there you go. We can take our bulletproofs off and do your thing. Now, if you want to do the three-wheel, the passenger side, you want to stance the driver's back. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and put like 4 or 5 rounds in this. It doesn't matter if you blow out the tire or not, because you're gonna end up with a flat anyway. I mean, the tire coming off the rim. And you can drive it from, you know, spot to spot if you're doing shows. Now, if you're doing shows, you know, I got some of my channel. I'm one that, you know, have been in shows. Do this down the street. Don't come into the meet or wherever you're at. And definitely hit up the 3-wheel video I did, founder. 3-wheel in the car meet. All right, hit that video up. It's in the playlist. But yeah, do it down the street before you come up to the show, you know, in case you get police on you or people think they're shooting, you know, you're shooting at them if you're, you know, you're doing it around the blocks or around the map. So we're gonna get in the car. Now you could already see the car. I'm not gonna say it's in the 3-wheel position. It's not. we have a flat. It's just, that's it. All right. Now you can go ahead and burn the tire off if you want. It's not gonna go any higher. Yeah. You see the car is leaning. All right. Now we're going to use a 7. Let's get in the sunlight over here. Kind of. Now we're going to use the 7, and I didn't show it. Let's get back out of the car real quick. 7 is going to be on your analog stick. You're going to pull back to this back corner of this, the bumper, and then you're going to be shooting up to 1 o'clock. All right. Then vice versa. You're going to be using 1 o'clock back down to 7. So, you know, the car, just like the radio, we're looking at like a clock you tell time with. This is 12 o'clock. This is 11 o'clock. This is 10 o'clock. This is 9 o'clock, and so on. This is 8 o'clock. All right. Now for the 4 locks, which I do have one up on the channel, use the wheels. This is the best way to feel out the on your analog stick. So this would be 10 o'clock. Like I mentioned earlier, 10 to 4. This would be 8 o'clock. The other side would be 4, and the front would be 2 on the passenger side. So let's jump in. Now what we're going to do is lift the car. We're going to go that 7 o'clock down here, this back corner. All right. And we're going to press X and shoot up the 1. Now here's where the timing's at. And I'm going to explain the timing. All right. So I'm going to load the car again. I'm going to lift it, go down to 7. You see my front wheels move? All right, I'm at 7 o'clock. And you guys feel it out and whatever. Because sometimes met a lot of bros and stuff in streaming. You know, it's like when people, even I've done it, when you think you're at that spot, because with the way you're pulling your thumb and everything and pushing back up, you're not always at that position. All right. Now the 3-wheel versus a 4-lock is a lot easier to do. So we're going to go to 7 o'clock. Now when we press X, it's not a tap. If I tap, you know, you're going to start doing stuff like that. It's more of a press, not a hold, just a press. All right, you probably heard my controller. All right, so we're going to go to 7, press. As soon as we see this car move, we're shooting to 1 o'clock. All right, so we're going to lift the car, go 7, press. As soon as it moves, we're going to 1 o'clock. As soon as you see that car move. So you're taking your analog stick from 7, this back corner directly to 1, this front corner up here. All right. Now to 3-wheel it, for this method, we're going to use 1, this front corner, back down to 7, and you're just going to do the same thing. You see my wheels. I'm going to 1 o'clock. Then I'm going to press. As soon as the car moves, I'm coming back down to 7. All right. And you can see already this back corner, this car is dumped. We are sitting way up there as far as 3-wheel. This is the highest point. I mean, if you consider like a blowout, well, that's not, you know, whatever. Then okay. But this, if you want to sit up in a meet like this, people are just like, you know, over somebody that, you know, knows how to lock, and I've done it. Boy, the fender, let me get out of the car. We'll just go ahead and take the easy way out. Come back to the car, and like I said in the beginning of the video, pay attention to my head, you know, position my body where my shoulders are at. You're gonna see the difference, and it's quite a bit. You can just tell by looking at the car. All right. So as you probably clicked on the thumb, you know, seen the thumbnail. This car is sitting way up there. You can see it from here. So we'll run up to it, and now my head's like almost even with the fender. You see the back is just dumped. And I'll go into first person. It doesn't matter if you blow the tire out, because you can see the rim is on the ground. So it doesn't matter if you take the tire off the rim or not. So we're gonna do a 2 to 8 method and tuck. Yeah, this thing's sitting sick way up there. So we're gonna get back in it. Now, if you want to drive, you can drive it like that. If you want to do the passenger side, and we'll do that in a second. So we're going to lift the car, X. Now this time we're doing a 2, 8, 7, 1, and then 12 tuck. All right. So we're going to, this front wheel right here. Now we're using this front wheel 2 to this back wheel 8. So if we look at the radio, 2 to 8, then we'll go 7, this back corner, bumper to 1. All right, then tuck it. So we're gonna go 2, 8. So I'm holding 2 o'clock. When I press, as soon as I see the car move, I'm coming back to 8. All right. Now normally it'll get this position, or you'll lock this front corner. But if you still do this, you're good. Now, people out there that like to role play, which it's cool, and want to make it more realistic, this is more like a realistic lock. All right, like a real car. So you're gonna lock the front up. This back corner is already dumped, and we're gonna lock this rear. All right. So what we're gonna do now is the 7 1. 7 to 1. Then we're going to go 12 tuck. All right. So I'm going to go 7. Yeah, nice sunny day out in GTA. We're going to go 7. Press. As soon as the car moves, shoot to 1 o'clock. Let that fall back. Now you see the wheels down. I got a different type of 3-wheel. Right. Stay tuned. I got a lot more coming. So maybe even the dog legs and stuff. People that are not used to the cars and doing it, yeah, and a lot of other stuff. So I might have them back to back. I might have them spread out the video. So stay tuned. So we're gonna go 12 o'clock straight up on your analog stick. You're gonna hold 12 o'clock, then you're gonna hold X. All right, and we're gonna get the same lock. Now some cars are different, and this doesn't work on every car to get the height. So let's do and you could drive around, I got a blown out, tire. That don't mean nothing. I can roll up to a meet, just lock way up there. So we're gonna drop the car back down. Let me back up a little bit, and we're gonna do the passenger. I just blew that back out. We're gonna do a passenger side. Now, since the back's blown out, we're not gonna go as high. Now, with the passenger side, you could do, it's just the opposite way around. You're going to do a 5 11 11 to 5 instead of a 7 1 1 7, right? 5 to 11 11 to 5. The radio is just kind of like, in a sense, like the clock. All right, so it's going to be this back bumper to this front bumper, but I'm probably not going to be able to do it because I got the wheel blown out. So we'll give it a shot. We'll load the car, go 5. Don't go higher than that. Come on. 5 to 11 11 to 5. No, that's a tuck, I think. I'm so used to tucking them, meaning like the 2 to 8, 7 to 1, that I don't do the 11s, 7s and 1s and 11s and 5s too much no more. It might not do it because the wheels blown out. Yeah, we're not going to get the lift off of it. So we can do, because it always lifts it, it just always does. We could do a 10-4 on this side. And if the car locks up on you to where you can't do nothing, just go ahead and just lower it back down. So we're going to do a 10-4. So we're going to lock this front corner. So that's a 10-4. All right. So when you're at 10, you press X. As soon as you see the car move, you shoot into 4. Alright? Now we're going to do a 5 to 11. Alright? So at 5, I'm going to hold 5 o'clock. And then when we press, as soon as the car moves, we're going to 11. Alright? So this is like the driver's side, except we don't have the height. At 12 o'clock, we're going to hold 12 and hold X. Or A or whatever you're on. So, yeah, this is because we have this wheel stanced. Alright, so we're not going to get a high 3 wheel. So if I just pop this side real quick, you see the car is just back. I mean, it's just like way up there. So I'm going to leave this at that, but we're going to take in the bennies for the new players, alright? And go through some of the upgrades. Because just like tuners, which, you know, the tuners update, you guys know I've been playing it, streaming it, and all kinds of stuff. I might do it after this, I don't know. But we're bringing the Lowriders back in, and we need some more, so definitely hit that up. And I'm going to have a video on that. But as far as the customizations, I'm just going to rifle through this. I'm going to slam through it. So you got your armor, make your car stronger. You got your brakes, we need brakes to stop. You got your bumpers, not too many options for the front. You got your rear bumpers. On the Tornado, you do have the Continental kit, or Rockstar calls it the wheel bumper, whatever, different ones. Chassis, you got your arch covers, your skirts in the back, all right? Different styles, you got your antennas, and if you're catching some of the prices, some of this stuff gets expensive, just like tuner vehicles, or other vehicles. They're not cheap. So this, you could change the back, the color, the trim. The tank you could change to chrome, primary, secondary, whichever. Engine, you got your engine block. And you see it's pretty spendy. Air filters, switch your air filters. Engine tunes, make your car go faster, right? Exhaust, you got your different types of exhaust. This is going to be a slight review, just a slight. We're just slamming through this fender. There's just a couple options for the Tornado, however you want to word it. It's just putting like kind of the stock look, on top of the fenders, which is cool. The hood, you could do the same thing with the hood, have a stock look, or you could put the blower on it, maybe go drag or half Lowrider and half drag or hot rod, I guess. You got the underneath of the hood horn. You can change your horns. Hydraulics. Now if you're doing all these locks, you can, well, I don't know, but I can lock a standard pump very low, but you need the highest one, all right, the quad pumps, to do the highest locks, all right? Stay tuned. Interior, well, you could change all your design, your color. You can go through your ornaments, your baubles on the dash. Gets, you know, this is pretty dope. These are pretty cheap. You got your dash, which changes the panel. These are kind of expensive. Actually, that one looks pretty cool with it, but we'll leave it. Dials, change your dials. Steering wheels. All right, I'm not going to go through all of them. You guys check them out if you get a Lowrider. Just give me an idea. So you got your shifters, plaques. Now you have neon, and then you have the regular ones. The neon are a little bit more expensive. So if I had this colored like orange, like my gauges on my dash orange, this would light up orange, all right, or whatever color I would want it. And then up here you got the cheaper ones, which are just regular metal, just cheaper plaques. Lights, well, you got your headlights. If you go to the arena, you can change your colors. Then you got your ground kit layout, your colors for that, front, back, side to side, or whichever way you want it. Livery, now this car for liveries, it doesn't, let me get a closer look because of the color of the car. Some of the liveries are okay. I'm not going to say the Tornado's got the dopest liveries. To me, it doesn't. But it does have, you know, a few options for the liveries. Plates, you got your plate holders for the back, different plate holders. Vanity plate to cover up if you don't want to run your actual, you know, custom or your license plate. And then you got your regular license plates right there. Respray, primary, that's your primary color. Accent is going to be part of your trim. Trim color is going to be another part of your trim. Now, this also, on some cars, we'll get to that later, will change the frame color. All right, which is pretty cool. Roof on this car, which this car is a ragtop convertible. You see it's changing from zebra to crocodile to turtle to whatever. If you guys are into that, you know what I'm saying. Sell, we're not going to sell it, but if you want to see what they go for, I can't sell a car because I've been selling a bunch of them. Transmission, you got your transmission, trunk. I'm like jumping ahead. You got your stereo, which does make the car slam down the block. So you can go under, car meets, you can go into underground parking lots. It is a lot louder than any other car stereo. Guys, so check them out. Expensive, but check them out. Turbo. And then we got our wheels, which got a lot of different types of bending wheels, or you could put your whatever you want on it. Track, I guess, for the tuner. I guess you could make it a something. And then wheel color, tires, and this is where you got your white walls. Enhancements, and this is where you can change it from bulletproofs to I don't know if you can do that in here. It's just car meet. It doesn't matter, but that's pretty much it. You got your window tint. You see it in the small window right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and end this video off. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It takes a lot of practice and patience. I'm gonna repeat that. It's gonna take a lot of practice and patience to do these locks if you're new to it. All right. So now I got the regular lock because I don't have the tire blown out, but still dope. And we'll go and pull the wheel up, and I got a lot more come, so stay tuned. And I hope everybody out there has a good one. Be well, be safe, and I'm out of here. Peace.